Sorry about that. What's going on, everyone? How we all doing? Er9, favorite clipper. I mean, if you're not counting price, I think the Babyliss Pro FXs are definitely the best ones that I have. And I've used so many, but it's obviously the most expensive one that I have as well. So I've used the Chemi, I've used Glaker, I've used Wall. It really depends on what's your price point, right? The Babyliss clippers are definitely the best that I've used, but obviously they are the most expensive. Did I miss someone? Hassan, what's up, man? Which shampoo do you use? So currently, I'm using a CeraVe anti-dandruff shampoo. I only ever really use those, but I'm probably gonna end up making my own at some point because I don't like some of the ingredients in it. It like does the job. I mean, for me, honestly, when it comes to like shampoos, I just need my hair product to be broken up because my hair products they already like moisturize and condition my hair, so I don't use conditioner for that reason. And I haven't used conditioner, like I haven't bought conditioner myself in probably like 4 or 5 years, and I haven't used conditioner for the longest time. It's like 4 or 5 years since the last time I've like bought it. But shampoo wise, yeah, I use a CeraVe anti-dandruff shampoo. I don't use it because it's necessarily anti-dandruff because I have dandruff. I don't even have dandruff anymore, right? My gut health and my food pretty much got rid of all that. But I just get it just because that's what I'm like used to, I guess. And it's not as harsh as like a Selsun Blue. But I'm probably gonna end up looking into making my own at some point because I don't like some of the ingredients in it, and slowly but surely, I'm getting rid of products. Like for example, this right here, this CeraVe salicylic acid, I have been using this for a handful of years now because my girlfriend, she's a doctor, and she recommended me use this for like, I've got dry skin and whatnot. But as of recent, the past couple of weeks, I started to create my own like face balm, face and beard to like help with my dry skin and my redness and my irritation. So what I did was I created like I'm in the mix of creating a face balm, and I put it on yesterday for the first time. I created it literally 3 days ago. This is the first batch that I have that I've used, like with intention. Otherwise, I've been using organic cream, which is my low hold hairstyling product for my face and my beard. But the problem is with organic cream is that it's scented with rosemary oil. And if I'm putting it right here, on my chin, by my jaw, on my neck, right, to help with the redness and the irritation and the dryness, all that rosemary oil, that scent, is just coming right into my nose. And then I get like headaches and I get, my throat starts to hurt after a few hours. So what I did was I created this one right here, which is unscented. So there's no rosemary oil in this. There's also, so it's very similar ingredients as all of my products, right? Shea butter, organic arrowroot powder. I added jojoba oil in it because that's anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, as well as a few other ingredients. There's beeswax, of course, a little bit of kaolin clay, and some vitamin E oil. So again, the focus here is like moisturization as well as anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antioxidant. Those are the things I'm looking for. And honestly, if you look at my forehead, if you look at right here where right around my nose, these like sebum glands, my eyebrows as well, there's no dry skin or redness in any of these places anymore, especially like here too, by my mustache. I used this yesterday for the first time, and I woke up this morning, no redness. Yesterday I had some scales going down my nose right here, and they all went away. So I'm still testing out the product. Again, there's no way I'm gonna sell anything, and I don't plan on selling it unless it's actually good or works and people want it, right? Otherwise, I'm just trying to fix my own problems at this point. And so I can stop buying stuff like this and use more natural stuff instead, right? And it works, so far it works great, but we'll see. You know, if more people want it, then I'll end up looking into selling it. But I have no intention on doing that right now. This is just like a science experiment for me. So, but yeah, no, it works great, and it smells like it's unscented. So there's no scent other than the ingredients that I used. I think it's super mild, but it smells like a mix of beeswax and shea butter. But it's very good. I didn't get any headache yesterday. Like I could barely ever smell. You know, I put it all up on my nose area, my mustache, my jawline, my neck down here. You know, you guys see it in the videos how bad my skin looks. So I'm just testing it out and seeing if it's good, if it works. But anyway, yeah. So you mentioned shampoo, and I had to go into like ingredients of products that I no longer want to buy. So appreciate that. So trying to slowly stray away from buying any type of store-bought products because the ingredients in them are so bad. Oh, we got Chile in the house. Sorry, YouTube, give me one sec. I'll get to you guys in a second here. I'm going to be styling my hair with Organiclay in a few minutes. I'm just getting to all these messages in the chat here on Instagram real quick. Hola desde Chile is from Chile. Let's go. I agree, heavy duty for sure. Yeah, the Babyliss clippers are definitely really solid if you can afford them. Poet for myself says hello. What's going on? I have hair fall. What should I do? Honestly, not to sound salesy at all, but get products like mine, right? With multiple different ingredients that help with slowing down hair loss, hair graying, and increase circulation to your scalp, which promotes hair growth, right? There's only 6 ingredients in my products, right? There's only 6 ingredients, and every single one of them are made with the same ingredients, but with a different formula. And 4 out of the 6 ingredients also promote hair growth, right? They increase circulation to the scalp, which promotes hair growth, which also slows down hair loss, right? And then the rosemary oil in all of them also has a study, a 2015 study that was done that's been linked to be as effective as minoxidil. So for those of us that know what minoxidil is, it's a prescription drug to help promote hair growth again for people that are balding. And rosemary oil has a 1-to-1 efficacy, a 1-to-1 comparison to minoxidil, only it's a more natural alternative. And it's probably a lot cheaper too, because prescription drugs are expensive. Bro, you're a genius. Thank you, appreciate it. No, I'm not, I'd say I'm like decently smart, but I don't know about that. Okay, sorry, YouTube, let me see what you guys got. Garuch says hello. He said, thanks, man, I appreciate that. What color are your eyes? They're like a greenish blue. They're like a turquoisey green blue. Is it vegan? My products? Yeah, everything is plant-based. Everything is natural. There's no toxic ingredients. There's no synthetic ingredients. Literally, if you want, you can just go to my website, Kovras.com. It's linked below the video, the live stream. There's only 6 ingredients in my products, right? Most hairstyling products are going to have 20, 30, 40, 50 different ingredients. Mine only have 6, right? There's only 6. Shea butter, arrowroot powder, beeswax, kaolin clay, rosemary oil, and vitamin E oil. That's it. There's no more. Only 6. And I'm about to show you guys right now just how good it actually works. Yasukura Alani from Monsieur LG. Nice. Stream hours usually don't mean with my waking hours, but here you are. So yeah. Found you from Self Haircut Tutorials, trying to hype myself up to try one. Dude, you got this. Give it a shot. Will it be soon? No one knows, but I will try it once for sure. Thanks for that. Yeah, dude, give it a shot, bro. Whenever it comes to like self haircuts, especially for people that are brand new, always start with a very simple self haircut. A buzz cut, like a 1 on the sides with a little bit of a line up, and like that's it, right? The whole point of getting started is just getting yourself familiar with having a clipper in your hand, having a trimmer in your hand, and actually using them on yourself in the most minimalist ways as possible. All right. So you can do it. You can't be like, oh, my first self haircut. Let me give myself a skin fade. Like, no, you're not gonna do a good job. So like, let's like humble ourselves a little bit and like can get back to reality. Let's do something simple, and it's okay to be a beginner, right? It's okay to not be amazing at everything. I know 2025 we live in an era where everybody has no choice but to be super amazing at everything, but you know, let's humble ourselves and be patient. I love your hair. I love your hair, man. How do you get the product? The product is mine. This is my company. Kouras is my company. I make all of my products myself, right? This is what the inside looks like. The scent is a rosemary essential oil. So it's not a synthetic endocrine disrupting, hormone disrupting fragrance. It's an essential oil. So it's much better. Rosemary oil is actually an aromatherapy essential oil. So it helps calm the nervous system. Right? It's very calming. So, okay, I think that was, for the most part, the questions so far. Let me go ahead and get started with this hairstyle. Hopefully I'll get to try the product too one day. Absolutely, bro. Just go to my website. It's linked in the description, kovras.com. Ready? Let's get to it. So today, I'm going to be styling using Organiclay, all right? This is my high hold. I've got two of them right here, so I'll show you guys the more pretty inside one. This is what the product actually looks like on the inside. It's like a pearly white beige color, okay? And I've got TikTok here and Instagram here, YouTube here. It's a nice like pearly beige color. Of course, amber glass jars, but there's no plastic here. Amber glass jars with a black aluminum lid, right? No plastic touching my product ever because it's gotta be hair healthy. No plastic, please. And then, yeah. So what do? Let's get started here. We're styling with our high hold matte finish product. Again, if you guys want to take a look at my products, link is in the description, or you can just go to kovras.com, Kovras.com, to learn more about the ingredients in the product and purchase there as well if you want to. So let's get started. Open up the jar, nice and simple, right? Usually when I style my hair, I do a very simple 3-step process. And styling your hair with natural products, with natural ingredients, it's slightly different. And the reason why it's slightly different than a normal drugstore styling product is because drugstore products are made with massively toxic and synthetic ingredients, which means not only do they damage and are harmful to your hair, but the texture of them does not change, right? They formulate the jars with synthetic ingredients that don't actually, like when you rub them and emulsify them in your hands, the temperature, no matter how fast you rub, the texture of the product doesn't ever change. But with the natural product, the more and more you rub, the hotter and hotter the product gets. So you have to be very mindful when you're emulsifying a product like mine that is natural, because the more you rub, the hotter it gets, and the longer it's going to take for you to actually get the style that you're looking for and the hold you're looking for right away. So you've got to be mindful of that. And I'm going to teach you exactly how right now. Okay, so pay very close attention, please. As nicely as I can say. Okay, so let's go ahead. Step number 1 out of 3 when I style my hair. Okay, go into the jar. I grab a pea-sized amount of product. Okay, nothing crazy, just a little pea-sized amount of product. Very simple. All right, very, very simple and easy to follow. Set down the jar, put that off to the side. Now, we've got a little pea size, okay? That's it. That's step number 1, little pea size. What I like to do is go in, if everybody can see right now, I put it on the top of my palm, okay? Just like that, put it on the top. I'll use the same index finger, and then I'll flatten it, and then spread it going down my palm. Just like that. See that? Very easy, right? It might be different than what you're used to. Then I'll go in, same exact finger. I'm only using one finger. I'll go in, I'll continue to spread, and I'll make little circles, grab the little bulky parts, and then I'll lightly emulsify until we have a cream. Okay, you see how easy that was? One little finger, a few little swoops around my palm, and that's it, we're done. I'm not sitting here for 5 minutes at 100 miles an hour going like this, like, you know, like going crazy to emulsify. No, because the faster and the more I emulsify, the hotter the product's going to get, and the weaker you're going to end up making the hold, and the longer you're going to have to wait until the product actually has the high hold that you're looking for. So this, literally, what did that take? 10 seconds to emulsify? Stop. The second you get to that point, you stop, because you're done. It's already emulsified, it's good. Okay, very easy. Now we go in, let's put it into both of our hands, just like this. All right, not emulsifying, I'm just getting it into both of my hands. Okay, nice and simple. Now I can go in, this is the best part. You want to get the roots of your hair as much as possible. So what I like to do is I go side to side, really digging my hands as deep as I can in toward my scalp. And then I go front to back and back to front. Okay, that's step number one, is to coat your entire head. All right, and then at the end when you're finished, get the sides and get the back. Okay, let's go ahead. So we're going side to side, side to side, side to side. We're gonna go back to front, then we're gonna go front to back. All right, really push through. Really try to get your fingers as deep as you can, as close to your scalp. All right, then we'll go sides, just like this. And then we'll get the back as well. Always make sure you coat your entire head, because you don't want to have product on just the top, because then the sides are going to look weird, right? So let's go ahead. Let's go. That was step number one out of 3 steps. Let's go ahead. Let's grab another pea-sized amount. This is step number 2. Okay. Let's go ahead, grab another pea-sized amount. A little bit more than what I would have liked, but that's a pea-sized amount. All right. Same exact thing for what? Same exact process to emulsify. Can we all see this? Yes. Okay. So place it right here, and then drag it down my palm, just like so. All right. You see it's a little bit on the grainy side, has a little bit of graininess. That's perfectly normal. That is perfectly okay. All right. Now we're going to go in, same exact finger, index finger, and do some slight swirls, just like this. Let's get that out of that crease there. Few very, very light, very slow, right? You don't need to go crazy over here and mix like a maniac. And that's it, we're done, right? Not even 10 seconds, and we've got it emulsified, nice and creamy, very light, very nice. And the temperature of the product is perfect. All right, I didn't go for 45 seconds trying to emulsify. It's unnecessary. Until you see that all the graininess is gone and it's creamy, you're ready. Okay, do it very lightly and slow. Let's get it into both of our hands, just like these. Let's like these ones. Now, step number 2. What I like to do is push my hair in the opposite direction that I normally like to style it. Why? Why do I do that? Because when you push it in the opposite direction, I'm basically creating a foundation that gives my hair volume for when I do the 3rd step. Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and start pushing my hair just like this in the opposite direction. All right? Now my hair might be a little on the longer side, so it might be a little bit too easy. There it is. But this is what you're looking to do. Push it in the opposite side that you usually like to style it in. This kind of adds product to the underside when you flip it back over for step 3. So I'm adding like a base on this side, so it adds like a foundation on the underside. So when I go in and flip it back afterwards, you'll see that I have a little bit more volume. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's keep pushing it off to the side, just like this. Fix the back a little bit. All right, so step number 2, done. If I want, let's put a little bit more on the sides. Put the rest on the sides. There we go. All right. Now, the final step. Now, you don't necessarily have to do this all the time, but I would recommend using the 3 steps. So you could stop here if you want to. If you want this to be your style, fine. But for me, let's go for a 3rd round and do a tiny bit less than a pea size, because I used a little bit more than a pea size in that one. Accidentally, of course. All right, so we're gonna go back in to the jar. We're going to grab a little bit less than what I grabbed last time. So that's a little bit less, yeah. Okay, we'll close up the jar a little bit. And so that's what we're left with, right? A little bit less than a pea-sized amount. Okay? A little bit less than a pea-sized amount. Same exact thing. Let's push it or put it on the top part of my palm. Just like that, right? All of the product is there, right? Nice and easy, nice and easy. Now, using the same index finger, push down, create a streak, just like that. And there it is. Okay, nice and easy. You see how it's a little bit grainy? That's perfectly normal, right? Those are all the beautiful hair healthy ingredients at work, all right? Now let's go ahead, same exact finger. Let's start slowly emulsifying and breaking down those grains. And look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, what was that? 5, 6 seconds, and we're done. Look at that. 6 seconds. And then you're left with a nice little cream. Nice little cream. All right, go ahead. Put it into both hands again, just like this. Looks good. You see that? See that? See that? Now, for the 3rd step in this styling process, I will go back and flip my hair from this side over to that side, all right? And then this is gonna be it for the final style. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start pushing back over to the opposite side. Let's get underneath the hair in the front. And then instantly you'll notice that volume, that look, looks super good, right? And let's keep it going. Let's just get some of the back hairs, those little flyaways back there. Let's even out the sides here. And there you go. You can look like Johnny Bravo. Hoo-ha-hoo! And then you're good to go. All right? Nice and simple. And so that, my friends and my friends, is how you style your hair with Organiclay, our high hold matte finish product. Okay? Very simple. And look how absolutely beautiful, look how healthy, look how nice that style looks. Absolutely increíble. Look at that, YouTube. Come on. What's up, Instagram? TikTok. I know you see that. It's funny. All right. No greasiness. There's no residue. It's very easy to clean out in the shower with some shampoo. Very simple. All right. Now I have a little bit of excess on my hands here. So I'm going to finish off by putting it on the sides, putting it on the back. All right, let's put the rest on the back and the sides. All right, this makes it easier, of course, when you go to clean. But notice how I'm also coating my scalp too, because of course the product is very good for your scalp. It's very good for your hair, right? It's very healthy for your scalp and for your hair. So then we can go in here, lay this down. And that's that. Let's try and bring this a little bit lower. I don't want super volume today. A A little bit lower, please. There we go. And that's it. All right. Good to go. Now I can go in, grab a little soap, grab a little some water, and I can go in and wash my hands real quick. So let me do a little 360. I don't have another mirror here, so I can't see how the sides and the back look. But you guys can let me know. What do you guys think of the hairstyle? Does it look pretty good? Here we got the back. Do a little spin so you can get to see both sides of the back. Then we got the right side. Here's the right side. Again, I don't have my $7 mirror, my Walmart or Target mirror here. So I'm just kind of hoping that the sides and back look good because I can't see what I was doing. So hopefully it doesn't look too bad. Okay, let's go in real quick and then I'll get to all of your questions in just a second. Let me just wash my hands real fast here. So usually what I do, I get my soap, and I'm probably gonna end up having to try some like influencer soap that's like better, healthier for my hands and my skin, because I'm reading some of these ingredients on these soaps. Not liking them either. Not liking them either. Right? Simple. Soap, water. Right? Nice and easy. Soap and water, that's all you need. Scrub a dub. Not in the tub. Alright, there we go. You guys see the texture, the style? Right? You guys know how coarse and wavy my hair is. Right? If you've got similar hair to me, your style could look very similar to this. Alright, ready? Let's wring this out. Let's grab my little hand towel here. And my friends, oh, I got water on the freaking mirror. I hate that. Anybody else hate that? I gotta clean it real fast. Get water on the I just cleaned the mirror a few days ago too when I did my laundry. Hold on one sec. Is that good? I hate that. Oh, I got some down here too. Marron. Okay, ready? Let's put this down. Cool, nice and clean. Nice and clean hands. No product. Feels very good. All right. Feels very, very clean. Nothing there. Cool. So that, my friends, is how you style your hair using Organiclay. There we go. And of course, this is my brand. I created this whole brand myself about 2 months ago. So if you guys do want to purchase, you guys absolutely can to show your support. Also, if you guys want obviously healthier hair, this is a great product to buy. You can get it on my website, Kovras.com. You can get it on Amazon, preferably my website, because Amazon takes a large chunk of the money for obvious reasons, because they're greedy, greedy people. So if you want to show the best support, you can get it off my website. It's also here on TikTok Shop. For those of you guys that are on TikTok, you can get it straight through TikTok Shop. But preferably, my website would be ideal. And so this is Organiclay. We also have a medium hold product, which is called Organi Wax, right? It's got a slightly different label. That's how you know. This is the medium hold right here. And then we also have our low hold as well, which is Organic Cream. We've got our low hold with the black label, which I think looks absolutely gorgeous. Right? All the labels are waterproof. All the jars are glass, amber glass jars. All of them have black aluminum lids. Okay, let me go ahead and look at some of these questions here. What did you guys think? Did you guys like the hairstyling tutorial? Did you guys learn a lot? Learn something new? I know it's a little bit different than our traditional synthetic hairstyling products that are loaded with petroleum and alcohol and other ingredients that nobody knows how to pronounce because they're all chemically made in a lab. Propylene glycol, phenoxyethanol, gums, parabens, sulfates, fragrances, endocrine disrupting fragrances, PEGs, dyes that are banned in Europe like red 40, blue 10, black 10, violet 12, all types of garbage. Anyway, you guys get the point. My product is really good. Let's go ahead. Let's read some of these YouTube um, chats here. Here we go. Where did I leave off at? Dr. 4K Grimes. Hi, Alex. Would you ever make your own shampoo and conditioner product? Yeah, I mean, I was just talking about that because somebody on Instagram was talking about that, and they asked me what product do I use for my shampoo, and I currently use a CeraVe anti-dandruff shampoo, but I don't like majority of the ingredients in there. Literally, the only reason why I use the shampoo is just to break up the hold whenever I style my hair, right? It's literally all I want. Like, I don't need to clean my hair or like clean my scalp because the products that I use are already like creating a scalp environment that's healthy. So all I need is just the hold to be broken up and my hair to be a little bit softer. So a lot of those ingredients in these shampoos are very like harsh and they're just too much. So we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. Um, Shampoo and conditioner, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a huge believer in it. I think the reason why many people use it is a little over the top, especially people with dandruff, right? I've suffered from dandruff my entire life up until the past couple of years. Shampoo is not the solution to dandruff. The solution to dandruff has always been your diet. When you can get rid of processed sugars and foods with yeast and like modern day store bought grains, if you can get rid of all of that out of your diet and start eating more of like an animal based diet or carnivore or keto, something like that with like single ingredient foods, you're gonna notice your gut health gets incredibly better. The itchiness, the redness, the dryness, the dandruff, like pretty much all of it is gonna disappear. Or at least in my case, that's what happened. So, good question. Well, we might see a shampoo and conditioner in the future. I don't know about conditioner because I don't really believe in conditioner. Especially if you use my products, you don't need a conditioner because there's moisture, like the shea butter in my product is moisturizing. And then the beeswax locks in that moisture. So it's like, why am I conditioning my hair with alcohols and other types of garbage ingredients when I can literally just use my own styling product as a conditioner, right? It just does like conditioner is a giant scam, in my opinion. I think conditioner is a giant scam. I'm all about just using my hairstyling products and then I'll use a little bit of shampoo to break up the hold, and that's it. Right? My hair and my scalp very clean. But good question, good question. Uh, what brand do you recommend for hairstyling products? Obviously, I am biased. I recommend mine. I recommend mine. 6 ingredients. All of them promote hair growth. Well, not all the ingredients, but most of them promote hair growth, slows down hair loss, slows down hair graying. Rosemary, the scent is rosemary essential oil, right? It's handmade by me locally here in Florida, in the United States of America, right? I ship, I fulfill, I clean all the jars myself. I fill all the jars. I make the product and mix it all together. Like, this is a premium product that is amazing for your hair. So, what brand do I recommend? I recommend mine, Kouras, right? Kouras. Kimmy says, "Bro, how old are you? How old do you think I am?" Give me one sec. Almost just choked. Can't drink water. That's how old I am. Don't even know how to drink water anymore. I'm 29. I actually turned 30 in, what's today's date? Late October. In less than a month and a half, I'll be 30. Monsieur ALG, nice and slick. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Why does this feel like deja vu? I don't know. Why does it feel like deja vu? Have you joined the live streams before? Sushi says, how can I cut it like you? Study my tutorials. I also have my self-haircut course and my book that I have sold for the past handful of years for $200. It's now completely for free. So literally in the link under every single YouTube video that I've posted, I updated all of the descriptions so you can literally access my $200 self-haircut course and book and over 75 full-length self-haircut tutorials completely for free because Kouras has sponsored that possibility. So you guys can thank Kouras, my hairstyling brand, for sponsoring the course being completely for free and my book being completely for free. Same thing with all of my live stream tutorials. Everything is for free now because of my hair brand. So that's how you're gonna learn how to cut your own hair like me. Melodrama Boy says mid short back and sides, long scissor cut at the top. Mid short back and sides. Yeah, so currently I'm rocking a low fade. I've got about 3.5 inches on top, and then it gradually blends a little bit toward the back. So the back of my head's probably like 2 inches, give or take. It's because it gradually gets a little bit shorter as it gets toward the back. But that's the current hairstyle that I'm rocking. I already answered that question about the hairstyling products. Jeremy Marshall says, bro, legit never watched you before today, then watched one self-fade tutorial. Nice, man. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something, right? Start saving some money. Learn a really awesome skill set. Frankie Pezzola says, pimp. Let's go. Not quite, but sure. Ambatakum says, are you Jewish by chance? I am not Jewish. My cousins are half Jewish, though. Jeremy Marshall, YouTube said I need better hair. That's funny. Nice, man. Yeah, YouTube knows who to target. 209 says, looking good. I thought it was nice and slick at the first step. Now it's even better. Yeah, see? I'm telling you. When you've got a really good hairstyling product, it's like styling your hairs, it's effortless. And then when you add into the fact that the ingredients are healthy for your hair and for your scalp, it's like you just hit like the double, right? You just double win at that point. Nerfed, it looks great. What brands? I already answered that. You asked me like 5 times. Gotta love supporting healthier alternatives, plus supporting my fellow Greek. My only issue currently is the taxes. What taxes? You don't get charged taxes, do you? Unless you have to pay taxes for buying it. I don't know how that works. You pay a little bit more. We do ship internationally as well. For those of you guys that are international outside of the United States, we also ship internationally. For example, somebody, I have 3 different examples. Somebody from Canada bought a jar of Organiclay. He got the product in 2 business days. Somebody from Israel bought like 3 jars and they got the product in 4 business days. And then somebody from the Netherlands in Europe got the jars in 3 days, 3 business days. So we absolutely ship all over the world, right? If you guys go to my website, actually, let me just get my iPad here. What's going on? There we go. If you guys actually go over to my website, you can see, let me just turn the Wi-Fi back on. If you go to my website right here, all right, this is on my iPad, and you go, well, you can click on the button here, that's fine, or you can click on any of the products. Let's just go up and let's click the button here. Let's go shop our products here. Let's do Organiclay. Let's add it to cart. Okay, let's go to checkout. And then what you can do is just type in your information and you go to country and region. So I think, where was it? Greece, let's just do Greece for example. So we ship to Greece, we ship to pretty much every single one of these countries, right? Here we go, Greece. So we ship to Greece, we ship to Germany, Ghana, Guadalupe, Guatemala, New Guinea, Papua New Guinea, Honduras, Hungary, Iceland, India, Indonesia, Iran. Like, we ship to over like 160 different countries. So I'm not the type of hair brand that only ships to America. So I ship pretty much everywhere, right? Obviously, it might cost a little bit more because of shipping internationally, but you do get the product within 2 to 4 business days, which is always amazing. But very good question. GJ, you helped me a lot. You helped me out a lot, bro. Keep doing your thing. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate your support. I've saved so much money because of you. Let's go. Let's go. That's what we like to hear. Let's see. Still big preach for all the knowledge. Yes, sir. Happy I can help. Hello, Jegvilses Sampoonering hair wash. I'm not sure. I think that was that German. Something about shampoo. Blaze. I'm at customs. Well, what about the UK? Yeah, we ship in the UK as well. The Hedge. No customs in France. We ship to France. We ship to the UK. He said no security at the Louvre. That's good, man. That was funny. Yeah, we ship to the UK. We ship to France, Italy, wherever. Africa, South America, Colombia, Chile, Russia. You look like a guy who sells premium caviar. All right, don't know what that means, but thanks, I guess. Looking sharp, my friend. Thanks. Did you see the hairstyling tutorial that I just did? Just scroll back in the live stream to watch the tutorial. Let's see. I think that's okay for now. Samir, what's going on? Cool Gamer, what's going on? Both of you asked, where are you from? I live in Florida, here in the United States. Ayub says, I love you, Alex. Appreciate it. Bunch of messages here on Instagram. Faris says, what do you do? I do this. I do this. I teach millions of people every single day or every single month how to cut their own hair so they can save time and money and not have to go to a barbershop that's charging them too much money. What country are you from? The United States. What's up, brother? Really love your videos. Keep it up. Been cutting my hair for a year with taper fades. Nice. Yeah, taper fades are tough. For self haircuts, those are pretty tough, right? Even low fades, doing detail work on the back of your head is always going to be difficult, right? But obviously the sides, right, all of this is super easy. But taper fade self haircuts can be challenging once you get toward the back because of all that detail work you have to do. Let's see. Veritiera, what's going on, brother? Let's see. We're scrolling. I wish it was like. I wish they didn't say how many people joined. I wish they would just like have a separate column for like people who left a comment, and like did like people who joined somewhere else. Because I'm not. I have to sit here and waste people's time scrolling to see where the comments are. It's like inefficient. Vamos Argentina. Let's go Argentina. All right. You are my favorite barber from Jesus Rodriguez. Let's go. I'm not a barber though. Sans, I appreciate your videos, man. Thank you. Yeah, no worries. I'm glad I could help, bro. Let's leave Instagram for now for a second. Let's go back to YouTube. Or no, we got one on TikTok as well. Richard says, how do you style your hair? Richard, you just missed it, brother. If you want, you can go on my YouTube channel because I'm also live on YouTube currently, and just scroll back the bar and start from the beginning. If not, I also created a hairstyling tutorial a couple of weeks ago. It's only a 3-minute video, exactly how I style my hair using Organiclay, my brand new hairstyling product, high hold matte finish, 6 ingredients, all natural, hair healthy styling product. Cool. Let's see. YouTube. Looking sharp, my friend. Hi, sir. Where are you from? Poonam says, I'm from Cocoa Beach. Okay, nice. I think is that here in Florida? Sounds familiar. Do you have, that's a ridiculous question. I don't know why you would even ask that. Um, Grok likes Porsche. I think I saw you before. Are you the guy who made the self-cut low fade video? Most likely, yeah. Most likely. That's a majority of the videos that I post are revolved around self haircuts, men's grooming, right, beards, things like that, right. About a lot of like scalp things like dandruff, seborrheic dermatitis. Like I focus a lot of my work on like scalp and like hair, and haircuts, obviously. Pepe, could you please, what did I say? Could you please show your top part, especially the crown zone, that is where most of the men have issues styling it? Yeah, so I actually have a cowlick in my right corner here. As you guys, let me see if I can turn, you guys can see. I'll even put my head up. In the right corner right here, I have a cowlick, and this is how I style my hair. Right? I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I'm kind of breaking my neck to show you. All right. So that's kind of how I do it. Right? Just push it. I basically flatten the part by my cowlick, and then everything else just try to even that out if I can. Right? Nice and nice. There we go. Dude, you made me do self haircut during pandemic. Let's go, my man. Yeah, man. I'm glad I can help. Glad I can help. And for those of you guys that are just joining the live stream right now, I sell, or I've created my own hair healthy hairstyling brand or hair brand, right? Currently, I'm only on hairstyling products, but I've got three. Let me see if I can do this without dropping them. I've got three hair healthy hairstyling products. We've got Organiclay, which is our high hold matte finish. We've got Organic Cream in the middle here, which is our low hold matte finish. And then we've got Organic Wax on the right here, which is a medium hold matte finish. Now, every single one of these products I hand make myself here in my house in Florida in the United States of America. Now, the jars have a waterproof label, amber glass jars, so there's no plastic touching the product, which is great for you guys to know. There's no microplastics in your product. And we also have black aluminum, not amber, black aluminum lids. So there's no plastic touching the product. Everything is glass or aluminum, okay? Now the products themselves are made with six really high quality ingredients. Okay, that's it. There's only 6. If you were to go into wherever you store your hairstyling products, I guarantee there's 20, 30, 40, or even 50 different ingredients, and 90% of them are probably toxic. All types of chemicals, alcohols, petroleum, food dyes, carcinogenic dyes, endocrine disrupting fragrances, sulfates, parabens, phthalates, all types of stuff that is destroying your hair and your scalp health. Not my products. My products are 100% all natural. Right? 6 ingredients. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Okay? We have shea butter, arrowroot powder, kaolin clay, beeswax, rosemary oil, and vitamin E oil. All right? Our shea butter is unrefined shea butter. We get it imported from Ghana. Our arrowroot powder is an organic arrowroot powder, which is imported from India. Our kaolin clay is made here in the United States. It's mined. It's a clay, so it's mined here in the United States. Beeswax is also from here. It's 100% pure from the United States. Rosemary essential oil is imported, singly sourced from Spain. Okay? And then vitamin E oil is also here in the United States. So those are the only 6 ingredients that I have inside my products. So that's what I do, and that's my brand so far. And if you guys want to learn more, this is my website. If you guys want to learn more about the product, about the ingredients, if you want to grab yourself a jar because you're also someone who's self-conscious or conscious about their hair and their health, what they put in their body and also what they put on their body, like myself, you can go to my website right here, right? Kouras.com. This is it. You scroll down, there's all 6 ingredients. Notice how I'm very transparent about what I'm doing. I have every single ingredient listed right on the home page of my website, what the benefits for your hair and your scalp are, and also scientific research links so you guys can look and find the research articles that I used when I was researching what ingredients should I use when I create a hairstyling product that's healthy for your hair and for your scalp. Guess what? You guys can also click on the same exact research articles from PubMed that I used myself when doing that. And then of course, everything is phthalate free, paraben free, sulfate free, fragrance free, petroleum free, alcohol free, PEG, gluten, dye, cruelty free, and then these are our lines, right? Organiclay, organic wax, organic cream, and our styling bundle. Oh, it's in euros because I have it in, I put it on Greece. Let me change that real fast. So we have, the styling bundle is honestly the best deal. You save about 11% and you get to have all 3 of the jars. Let's bring this back to the United States so it's in US dollars. There we go. All right, now we're back, US dollars. Cool. So that is how you learn more about my product. We are also on Amazon too. For those of us that like to shop on Amazon, it's not the ideal place for me if you guys do want to purchase it because Amazon takes a very large chunk of the profits, which is not fun, especially when you do everything yourself and you know the product is so amazing, right? So it's very tough, but it's there if you guys want it, if Amazon is more of a safer zone for you guys to purchase. Cool Gamer says, what's the most popular and good job field in Florida these days and in the future? That's a question that I don't have an answer for you, brother. I don't have an answer for you. I'm not in that field. All right, I'm not the expert in that field. Sand says, I appreciate your videos, man. Thank you. Thank you. Alex Martins says, looking fresh, bro. Awesome style. Appreciate that. Gorilla says, buzz cut return. Excuse me. The buzz cut will return at some point, just not anytime soon because I'm trying to grow out my hair. I want to give myself like a 1930s inspired hairstyle and I need longer hair to do that, so probably not for a little while for the buzz cut. He said, wait, are you the king that does the self haircut videos? I don't know, am I? I mean, I do self haircut videos. I don't know about king. That's funny. My man David, always in the chat. Let's go. Super loyal. What's up, David? Let's see. Sono Ramiko. And your hair is not easy. Congratulations, the haircut is good. Yeah. Show me the light that you use, please, so I can buy them the light. Everything's on my Amazon storefront. So if you guys want any of the products that I have, any of the tools like my clippers, trimmers, scissors, the lighting, the mirrors, well maybe not the mirrors, that's at Walmart or Target, but any of the tools for like self haircutting, just go to my Amazon storefront link. It's in my bio on TikTok and Instagram. It's also in the description for YouTube. For all of my videos, it's just in the description of the videos. You can get any of the tools and whatnot that I use. Is that it? Oh, we're back. We're all the way down. Nice. Cool. Okay. I think we're good now. Yeah? Cool. I think we're ready. We're back. Cool Gamer, sir, you are looking amazing. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. Cool. That is pretty much the hairstyle today, you guys. That's it. And then let's go ahead. Let's do a little bit of a touch up here. Looking good. And one of the really awesome things about my product is that the hold, it's like after you put it on, because again, you have to emulsify it because it's natural, but after like an hour or so, it'll reach like the normal room temperature, and then your hair starts to actually stay within a certain mold for the entire of the day. Now, you can also restyle it if you want to, and you don't need to add more product, right? The product gives you an all-day hold, so you never need to add more product. And that's also another really cool part about using the three-step process is that you're using enough product to give you the style that you need to last you the entire day. Because a lot of people put too little product, and then a lot of products that you buy at the store aren't good enough, so they don't work all day long. So you constantly have to find. That's why they sell them in like giant 4 ounce jars, because you have to keep reapplying, and then they smell like trash because they're all endocrine disrupted fragrances. It's just not a good thing. So yeah, the longer you keep it in your hair, the healthier and more nourishing your hair gets. More nourished and moisturized your hair gets. The beeswax locks all the ingredients in, and yeah, you have a fly, confident look for the entire day, right? And again, this works for all of my products. Our medium hold, our low hold, our high hold, right? All of the ingredients in all of my products are the exact same. The only thing that's different, of course, is the formula, right? I use the same 3 or 6 amazing ingredients in all 3 of my products. The only thing that's different about each product is the formula. So you guys are always getting a product that works. The jars themselves, they last a while. I've been on this jar here. For, let's see, I created the jar. Let me check the bottom here. On August. In August, I created this jar here. I've been using this product since August. We're not even halfway through, right? What's that? September? No, August, September. It's almost November now. So like 2.5 months, and I'm not even halfway through the jar. So the jar is gonna last you, and I use my product probably like at least this one, maybe like twice a week for this one, and then I use the other ones as well, depending on the hairstyle that I'm going for. So you can get at least 5 to 6 months if you regularly style your hair with my jars. 2.1 ounces, 60 grams, and yeah, they're more than enough product to last you like close to half the year. Unless you use it every single day, that's a different story. Maybe you're looking at like 3 months or 4 months. We got a question on TikTok here. How do I get rid of dandruff? Yeah, phenomenal question, brother man. So, if you guys have ever seen my YouTube videos from when I first started in 2020, just look at those self haircut videos. You'll notice that my scalp is ripping with snowflakes. Just dandruff on dandruff on dandruff. It's like every like square millimeter was dandruff. It was just white, right? What I realized was the problem was my food, was my diet. It was the food that I was eating, right? What I found out was the biggest problem. What foods were the problem? Foods that are loaded with processed sugars. So a lot of sugar, a lot of processed sugars. We're talking about energy drinks, Monsters, Red Bulls, iced teas, sodas, Coca-Cola. All that garbage is terrible for you anyway, but the sugar is the worst part. Even if it's fake sugar, you don't want aspartame or erythritol or whatever those garbage fake sugars are. They're all trash because your gut doesn't know how to digest them. So processed sugars, get rid of all of that out of your diet. Fruit, organic fruit, honey, and dairy is perfectly okay, right? The sugar that naturally comes in fruit, dairy, and honey, perfectly okay. It's the added sugars and the processed sugars that you need to get rid of. Now, what else? We got sugars. Get rid of all of that, except for the ones that I said, fruit, honey, dairy. Yeast. Most products with yeast in the modern day are absolutely trash. They're fake. They're loaded with, they're highly bromated, they're bleached, they are enriched, they're hybridized, they are fake flour, fake grain. When you eat this stuff, again, your body can't digest it. right? But then you have so much yeast because of the breads and the pastas and the rice that the yeast likes to eat the sugar. So when you get rid of yeast and you get rid of the sugar, then you've got no battle going on in your scalp. So you got rid of the food, you got rid of what the yeast likes to eat, and you got rid of the prey and you got rid of the predator. So what are you left with? Your normal like production of yeast and sugar throughout your body that your body needs just to function throughout the day. That's why when you look at my videos nowadays, there's no dandruff because I don't have dandruff anymore because I fixed my gut health with the foods that I eat. And I no longer eat added or processed sugars. I no longer eat foods with yeast, especially modern day store bought garbage grains. And I don't eat seed oils, canola oil, vegetable oils, all those seed oils that are absolutely ruining your health. And this is why people have the C word and all types of ailments and diseases. So you get rid of those things, I'm telling you right now, you will notice a tremendous positive impact on your scalp health and your dandruff. Okay? So that's how it's going to help. And same thing with acne. Dalvik, great question. And acne as well. The second you start eating better, your acne is going to improve. Right? No, you got to get rid of the sugars, you got to get rid of the yeast. All right? People focus and rely too heavily on products, right? This is for dryness that I'm slowly throwing in the trash because I created my own face balm, face and beard balm for my redness and dryness, which you guys can't see today because I put some on yesterday and it's been working great. I actually just created it a couple days ago, just doing little tests to see how it is. But acne is the same thing. Acne is the same exact thing as dandruff, seborrheic dermatitis, bro. When you fix your gut health, because remember, every ailment, every disease that human beings have, it's because of something that we put in our body that manifested itself outwardly. We got pimples, we got redness, we got dryness, we got itchiness, we got dandruff. Those are all outwardly expressed manifestations of the poor quality of nutrition, or at least the poor quality of health within our bodies. So when we can control what goes in, we can control what happens out. All right? Very simple. But good questions, very good questions. And I hope you guys are taking notes because this is very important. This is very important. Sir, do you have any idea about irritable bowel syndrome? I'm not a doctor. My girlfriend would know more about it, but I can't give you really too much about that, bro. I'm not an expert on that stuff. Remember, I'm just a guy on YouTube. I'm just a guy on YouTube. I don't know nothing. This is all entertainment purposes only. Let's see, BM, I'm using benzoyl peroxide for acne. Bro, focus on your health first and see what happens. You know what I'll tell you? Go carnivore for 2 weeks and then see how your acne performs. Try it out just for 2 weeks, 14 days. Try going carnivore. Just only eat red meat and chicken and eggs and butter, and that's it. You'll lose weight and your acne will probably go away. Try carnivore for 2 weeks and see what happens. All right. Any last questions here before I get going? Any last questions? We're on for an hour and 5 minutes now. Let's see. But yeah, I'm super excited about this. Yeah, this face and beard balm that I've created, like I said, I created it a couple days ago. But usually, you'll see a lot of redness in my eyebrows, a lot of dry skin and dandruff in my eyebrows and my beard, especially like my chin area. It's weird how my scalp dandruff completely disappeared, but then because of my seborrheic dermatitis, I still have the dryness in like the glands in my eyebrows, by my nose right here, a little bit by my mustache area right down here, and then my chin, jawline, and my neck, especially down here. And notice how there's no redness anymore. Notice how all the redness is gone. Notice how my face looks fine. There's no, yesterday I had red scales right here a little bit, and then I used my face balm that I just created because a lot of the ingredients are also anti-inflammatory and antibacterial, antioxidant too, and these help slow down the irritation, the inflammation. They reduce the redness, and it worked. So I'm gonna keep on using this and see what happens, right? Because I'm slowly but surely going to be throwing away every single product like this and switching to my own. I'm going to make literally my own products for everything so I can throw away all this stuff. Not that this is necessarily like terrible, because the salicylic acid is good, but why do you need salicylic acid when you've got ingredients that are anti-inflammatory and antibacterial and moisturizing at the same time? So it's like, that's why I'm testing it out. It's like a science experiment that I'm doing right now. And if it goes well, guess what? I will let you guys all know that this is better than your CeraVe or facial creams, whatever you guys put on your face for face washes and stuff. Dalvik, does eggs cause acne? No, dude. I eat 5 eggs every single day. 5 pasture-raised eggs. But I think the nuance is, it depends. Like, I don't know if the diseased eggs that cost $1 for 12 are causing acne or really bad health effects to your body in that way. I buy pasture raised eggs. I get them from Sam's Club. You get 18 of them, 18 pasture raised eggs for like $6 at Sam's Club, right? At Publix, you can get 12 for like $8. So I don't go to Publix. Publix is a ripoff, honestly. I shop at Sam's Club, I shop at Costco, and then I shop at Publix for my kefir and my organic coconut water. That's it. Do eggs cause acne? I don't think so. I haven't had acne in a very long time. I eat 5 eggs every single day because I've been eating too much to hit my protein goal. There is no such thing as eating too much eggs. Have you seen that that video of that Harvard student who ate like 12 eggs every single day for a whole month? He had like 700 eggs in a month, and his cholesterol went down, and he like lost weight and was like super strong afterwards, and there was like his health actually got better. So eggs are a phenomenal food for human beings. It really matters though the quality of eggs that you get. So only eat pasture raised, bro. No cage. Cage free is a scam. Free range is a scam. And then if they're in like that styrofoam packaging that are like $4 for 20 eggs, don't eat diseased eggs. Those chickens are diseased. Don't eat those eggs, please. Please, 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 I pray to God, do not touch those diseased eggs. Those poor chickens. Okay, last question here. Sir, face wash recommend me. I don't recommend any. I don't recommend any face wash, bro. I used to use a CeraVe face wash for a handful of years because my girlfriend told me to do that because, again, my dry skin and whatnot. And I stopped using it recently and created this, my own face balm, face and beard balm. I created my own. And so far, my face looks amazing, right? I was going to put it on today, but I didn't even need to because look how nice my face looks. There's no redness in my eyebrows. There's no dandruff in my eyebrows. There's no redness by my nose, by these glands here, my neck, nada. And yeah, I got my own face and beard balm right here. That's what I got. And that's why I don't recommend any of these products anymore. I don't recommend any of these products anymore. I can't. I just can't. Because when you read the ingredients, it's trash. It's trash. And then a lot of the times, especially the CeraVe one, the green face wash, it didn't even work. It literally didn't even work. Didn't even work. So wasted money for so many years just continuously using it brainlessly. Completely, what a fool I was. All right, I'll answer these last few questions here, and that's it. Would you know anything about what hair products to stay away from, and or use that can help with scalp psoriasis? Dude, my hairstyling products are the best hairstyling products on the market right now. They're like, I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds weird. I literally just styled my hair, what, 30 minutes ago on the live stream, so you can scroll back and watch it. With my product, Organiclay. This is our high hold matte finish. All of the ingredients inside this product, there's only 6 of them, right? There's not 30, 40, 50 ingredients like your hairstyling products probably have. There's only 6 ingredients. Every single one is hair healthy. 4 out of the 6 promote hair growth. They're scientifically proven with my scientific research articles on my website. They are scientifically proven to help promote hair growth. 4 out of the 6 also slows down hair loss, slows down hair graying, moisturizes, right? Anti-inflammatory, antibacterial properties, antioxidant properties, right? No greasiness, no residue, none of that. Amber glass jars, not in plastic. I'm telling you, my product is better than everything else on the market. And my style shows, and you guys have seen it. So if you don't want to use the modern day drugstore, Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, garbage synthetic products that are loaded in parabens, sulfates, alcohols, petroleums, dyes, gums, sulfates, phthalates, cruelty, all that, a product like mine is amazing. And the shelf life of this is between, well, minimum 1 year, but I believe it's more like 2 because of the ingredients. Where can I buy your product? Amazing question. Go to Kovras.com. You can use the link in the description. It's on Amazon and it's on my website is honestly the best place to get it. Kovras.com. Kovras.com. And when you get there, this is what it looks like, right? This is the home page. This is the home page of my website. You've got all 3 products. Obviously, this is my iPad, so it looks a little bit different. And these are the ingredients. When you go to buy, you click shop our products here. You're shown all 3 of our products plus our bundle. If anyone wants to get all 3, click add to cart, check out, and then you're good to go, right? And we ship everywhere in the United States, all over the world, internationally. For anybody that lives outside of the United States, we ship to you as well, all right? We've got over like 150 different countries that we ship to. Ready? Over like 150 different countries that we ship to. Okay? So, that's why. I've covered a lot. I've done my research. Remember, guys, I've been cutting my own hair for almost 17 years now. Right? I'm about to be 30 years old. I've been doing this since I was 13. I've been doing this hair stuff for almost 17 years. When I create products, when I do my work, you guys see how hard I work. All of the videos that I post, everything that I do, a lot of it I do myself. I work very, very hard and I do a very good job. I only sell premium, high quality things. My videos, my products, everything that I do has a very high standard. I have a very high bar for my life. So you know that you're getting very good stuff when you're buying my products. You look much older than don't say that. Bro, I'm only 29. He said you 40? Bro, I'm not 40. That's crazy. Just because I act like I'm older doesn't mean I look older. Jeez. You're making me feel bad over here. Calling me 40. That's crazy. Alright. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted for the day. I showed you guys today how I style my hair. Alright, I showed you guys exactly how I style my hair earlier in the live stream using my hair healthy 6-ingredient product, Organiclay, which gives you a matte finish, high hold, right? My hair looks absolutely beautiful. You can see how healthy it looks, right? Has that nice matte finish with that nice, beautiful high hold. Again, these are my products, so if you guys want to support my brand, you absolutely can by just using the link in the description or going to my website, kovras.com, right? Kovras.com, right? To show your support and also for yourselves, so you guys can have some healthy hair and a hairstyler that actually promotes hair growth at the same time, and a million other benefits that are listed on my website if you guys want to read it. Let's see. Da, 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 da. I bookmarked it for the future purchase. Thank you. Yeah, no worries, brother. I agree with what you explained about products using too many ingredients. Thank you for answering and having a simple option. Yeah, that's the whole point, right? I wanted to create a hair product or hair products that were simple, had really amazing ingredients, and that gave you the result that you're looking for, right? You guys want a hair styling product, it styles it the way that you want. You want a high hold, you got a high hold. You want a medium hold, you got a medium hold. You want a low hold, I got you a low hold, right? All of them are matte finish. All of them have really good quality ingredients. I've been using my products for months now, and my hair is super duper healthy. Not just super duper healthy. But yeah, no, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Thanks, Bleak. Aragon, $100 sent. Yeah, where is it at? All right. Yeah, that was good. Cool Gamer, what do you eat in a whole day? I have a YouTube video on that. I did a YouTube video about on that like a year or so ago. Just type in Alex Kouras, like what I eat in a day for seborrheic dermatitis dandruff, and you'll find it. But all right, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you to everyone who joined the live, who, hopefully you guys learned something about when I was styling my hair. Muck says, let me get a sample. Muck, I've got samples right here. If you join the live stream, maybe on Tuesday, when I go live again, maybe I'll do a giveaway with some samples if you buy a product. So stay tuned, all right? I better see you, Muck, on Tuesday when I go live again. All right? Maybe you'll get your samples then. But anyway, all right, you guys, thank you so much for joining. Hope you guys learned something new today. God bless. Have a great Sunday, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.